right at the entrance. We're literally right at the entrance as soon as you walk in. We saw a black vehicle just getting out of there. I was like, how about right here? So literally we just pulled into the left.
That's nice. Just in time too.
You know, you are a lot taller. Really, when I saw you, I was like, you are a lot taller from watching the live streams with your dad. So I was like, just how tall are you?
5'8"-ish, 5'10", I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
It's
you're
been a
definitely
minute since
taller.
we've like measured, but
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
Definitely taller than you. Yes, that's why when I saw it, I was like, oh wow, she's a lot taller. But then you are sitting down most of the time. But even some of the videos that he's posted where you guys are doing your really cute dancing and everything, I guess I should have seen it then.
Well,
that
some
you
of those
just-
are older too, maybe.
Yeah, those are
Yeah. Those are for the growth spurt.
Well, we know where your the height's coming from.
Yeah, not me. That's for sure. Not me. I know, he's starting to pass me up too. Our oldest daughter is short like me though, so I won't be the only short one.
I started to grab lunch. We thought maybe everybody would come and do picnic style.
Yeah, we had. I don't know if you saw my. Yeah. The dinner that I made last night was crab fried rice.
Oh.
So I had it for breakfast for that one too.
I've never had crab fried rice, but that sounds amazing.
Good morning, everyone. Well, for some people it's still morning. I need to turn on my hotspot.
Oh my gosh.
That's scary when you don't have any cell service together. The house now.
Well, she was like, like the old days. Walk out the door and we don't have to worry about it.
Because Zoe was like, why am I getting notifications that I don't have, the phone keeps losing or something about no service? And I was like, what are you talking about? We're paid. The bill's not due for 2 weeks. I didn't even think about doing the,
Outage or something.
looking at the outage map. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. Because I won't be able to see the comments. Well, there's nobody in right now, so.
I've got Katie over here and watching Adventure Marriage. Yeah, this is park. I'm a tourist today. So I've got 3 screens set up so I can get 2 angles. Yeah, so T-Mobile. Have y'all been on T-Mobile
Well,
Since
we were forced
since they
to.
were bought out by Sprint.
Yeah,
Sprint
no.
bought them, or T-Mobile bought Sprint.
yes.
We had Sprint, but then we just switched to T-Mobile.
Yeah.
We've been there a while. They texted me about a month ago and they said, for being a valued customer, they're just going to give me a free phone line, without doing anything extra.
Yeah.
And then, so I had to get T-Mobile and I said, oh, since you're getting a free line, you have a free phone too. so I did
That's
it.
exactly what she did.
Yeah.
I wander around with my old phone because I don't want to spend money on new phones. It still works. Battery still holds.
Okay, well,
Yep.
that's not working.
Not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it. So. Yes, you can have this. This was the. If you guys ever ever consider doing the folding phones, don't.
Oh,
that's-
yeah.
Because, and I didn't know there's a time limit on the, whenever you damage your phone and then you reach out to get it fixed. Because, I was just like, oh, it started cracking and I just let it go. And I made the mistake of when I said I first noticed the crack. So, and they're like, well, it doesn't qualify.
Yeah, it's a manufacturing issue, and yet they won't fix it for free.
They put a time limit on it. I mean, really.
It irritates me.
We both had the flip phone. Well, he still has it.
His flips this way.
Yeah. But she didn't have hers for very long. And
Not even a year. I dropped it on the spine of it, and now it won't open all the way.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but his screen is doing the same thing. Well, his may be the screen protector. I'm not sure. you'd think that they would design a folding screen better.
Yeah,
Right.
You would
They're
think.
gonna make it useful.
Their technology has advanced that far yet.
And that's what and I even waited because with the Z Fold, this was the second one that came out. Because I was like, yeah, it's new, so I'm like, I'm not gonna do it right away. And I waited and I did the second one, and it's still. And now they have a trifold one.
Oh, I haven't seen
What?
that.
That's crazy.
Yes, because it's supposed to fold out to like an iPad.
Oh,
I mean, those
wow.
are the really big one. And I was like, as cool as that is, that I can't imagine what
Yeah.
kind of problems they're gonna face with that.
Yeah.
Used to be the screens so big, they kept going smaller and smaller, so they threw that out.
Yeah, and then they went big again. Sometimes I just miss the old classic form. You know, where you had to push the letter 3 times to get to the letter.
Exactly. That's how you're texting. Give me a minute.
It's long enough now.
Now you can just like turn it to. That actually is very handy. I'm grateful that that's progress.
As long as it understands what you're saying.
Right. I'm really bad about like checking before I send it. Like I'll talk into it and then I send it and I look back and I'm like, I don't even know what any of that means. Like I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, I try to text too fast. Oh, Rick gets me.
Oh yeah, that's true. That does
I
happen.
don't know, the way the keyboard's set up, sometimes letters, and then I look at it and I'm like, I gotta delete the whole freaking sentence and go back to it again.
And that's why he doesn't like texting.
As soon as the text starts going for more than a couple of texts, I'm calling you. Forget it.
Too much conversation. That's funny.
I'm not a phone. I don't want to talk about things. I'll just send a bunch of random words and nonsense.
Y'all know I'm calling. If you're gonna start texting me, you know I'm calling.
Hey Tamara Ann, I got a few people who have not seen her before.
I've heard of hers.
Sure. You've seen
Nobody
her?
yet.
Okay. Local fisherman, Todd
I've-
saw him man.
Mike's popped in, but I don't think he's in the chat. Mike the bike dasher.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey Fran, hey Steph, hey Red.
Text Zoe and say, hey, start the live stream with them. I don't think she's. But thankfully, right now, even though I know it says it was going to get into the upper 80s to low 90s for this area, it still feels good. Right
Yeah,
now.
it feels so good. So great. Just working
If it could stay like that, I mean, I would take upper 80s in the mornings. Popcorn.
I used to not mind the heat until the Air Force kept me in northern tier for most of my career. Alaska, England, Germany. Now the heat, I'm like,
Where is the pool or the river or where's got people and swim
There's like
trunks and
the Barton Springs pool is somewhere over here close because I saw a sign for it. And then there's like different swimming areas. Have you ever been to the Barton Springs? It's like clear water, spring fed. It's really pretty. It's been years since I've been over there. They have like a whole they made it like a pool, but it's like spring fed water. So the edges look like they came
There's so
and did
much
some
stuff.
man-made stuff to it, but then it's like the actual spring is like totally different.
Barton Springs Road.
so that looks like it's a bit of a walk. But people look like are they actually walking all the way over there?
Hope you're having a good day at work, Joe.
Trying to see, let's see where's the beach are.
Some people are heading that way.
Yeah, it's Barton
Yeah.
Springs. That's Barton
there's
Springs.
a
I don't know where it's at.
Oh
Yeah, it
yeah,
looks
we
like
did
there's a
drive
small
over a
one.
river.
Yeah, it does look like there's a small one.
We went in circles. So I'm sure you know that.
Towers here.
That's where we're at. So,
That's where we are.
but there's a lot of people walking that way. What's down that way? And see, I don't even recognize this. You know, looking at the pictures for what the park is supposed to look like.
Yeah.
This, I mean, I guess where they took the picture is not here because this does not look open.
Yeah, the pictures were great.
Yeah. I don't even know where that is. This is definitely a different spot. Because where they have the trail of lights, Yep.
Ever since
exactly.
they built the Tesla factory out there, that's
Tesla's dead. I mean, they're starting to get a lot of reports too.
I'm just waving at that one. 'Cause when I first saw that one, I was like, why does that look like it's a party right there? And I forgot it's because you got your the dual. I was like, that looks like a party on that screen.
It's probably overkill. Probably gonna need to. That's the phone that I got for free. I haven't used it yet.
Nice.
That's just
That one up there. I tried the Pixel 9 first because the guy, he talked it up really nice, and I knew I should have stuck to my guns because I wanted to stick with the Samsung, and I ended up returning it.
Yeah.
I find that those smaller brands, they just don't last. I mean, she had a, I don't even remember what it was. When she first got a cell phone.
yeah.
And it's like it would freeze, it would just do all this stupid stuff. So we either do iPhone, we mainly do iPhones or Samsung.
I don't know, but it's red and it's got wings.
Let's see here. Oh, we had Firehouse subs for Firehouse is pretty good if you know anything.
Yes, it is, and that's my favorite.
Meatballs.
Meatballs,
That's what you go for.
Yeah, even at Subway, I get at either place. I go for the meatball. Yeah.
Next to the one, I don't even think it
I was asking for
I
something
don't even know
yesterday.
where
Yeah, she's been like nice.
in Georgetown, Wolfram. They closed it.
But I will do Firehouse over
Yeah, that's what
Subway.
it's
Yeah, I used
pick
to
up,
love Subway, but it's not.
when I'm doing
It's not my
DoorDash.
go-to anymore.
Yeah.
And
even
we
catering.
used to have a Firehouse in our town in Georgetown, but for whatever reason they closed down. So I mean, I was like, it was in a prime spot. So I don't know what happened.
I don't know how you do DoorDash still.
Well, I rarely, I can't even get on the schedule hardly on DoorDash anymore.
Yeah.
But when I do, I still try just
She still
because.
does DoorDash.
Yes, because it's a great filler. Like Nina said during that live stream, it is a great filler. I mean, there are times, like for dinner, I'll concentrate on DoorDash in our hometown. Not so much as where we drive to, because it's not the same over there. We have to.
Even the Instacart favorite, it doesn't really get over there in Clean either. We're over in
Hey,
Georgetown.
Nina.
Yeah. I just stick to Spark.
Yeah, I think Spark is probably my second favorite app.
Wait, who did you say your first one was? Favorite? Okay. I don't know.
Some days, but usually when favorite days, it's my favorite. I just love being able to snap orders and favorites.
Right? And it does. But the crazy thing is that in Georgetown, Favor used to be pretty good. It did. When I first signed up, it used to be pretty good. But now,
It's just like everything else. I don't know why I got it. Georgetown, for the most part, keep that good motorcycle.
because they still,
Even with the new ID scanning going on, not that I've had mine done the second time around, but
I've
we
done
were
it
over at
3
Walmart
times now.
in Georgetown yesterday trying to make money. I'm watching them, they're walking in and out with the orders. I'm like, how is it we've been sitting in the parking lot longer than these people? And they get orders and walk in and get stuff, and we can't, I haven't got it.
Have you noticed when y'all pull into the parking lot that your cell service stops?
It does. Not all the time.
Yeah.
But it does happen. Only in our hometown, though.
Does it? I generally do my work at Walmart. It's just one of the things. And yeah, I'll pull into the Walmart parking lot. Good service until I get there, and then it just drops. And it's not every day,
No.
but we're in the store. It gets dropped.
And even happens during a live stream. We're pulling into the parking lot, and as soon as we park, next thing you know, it starts glitching, or and it starts doing the buffering, and I'm like, why? But that only proves that, yeah, the group of people that we see there, they may be legit drivers. They may have the proper license, to get bypass that security measure, but I think they're using bots. I think that's still a big issue, is bots. Or some type of jammer to prevent orders from going to, to other phones. Because
There's got to be a way for Walmart to figure out. Well, so just for delivery, he put a VPN on his phone, just for personal reasons or whatever. And Spark, and they wouldn't. I think it was Spark, and they wouldn't let him log in without his phone. So
Really?
you think they'd be able to figure out bots the same way somehow? I don't really know if technology that makes
If
it.
they cared, they probably would. But
Because
it's the same thing. I mean, that to me just shows, with seeing a few people bring it up to Walmart's
hey, Corey.
the issues and what they've seen, and then those people are the ones they get banned from using Spark as they brought it up to their attention. Yeah, that's why I don't even bother. I'm like, I'm not even gonna go over there and
Hey guys, thanks for popping in.
but the ones
Let's do a quick
they're
span
used
of
to
the
it. They
area.
know us well over there. Even our hometown, we don't go in there.
Volleyball, anybody? Did you guys bring a volleyball? Party at the Moon Tower. It is a gorgeous day. We've got breeze, thank goodness. It's in the low 80s at the moment. But this is just one part of Zilker Park. Yeah, there's a huge parking lot. I'm not good at volleyball. I always end up with red arms. But I think the main part of the park that is more open space is across the way, beyond this tree line right here. That's the side of the park that I've been to before. But other than that, this is what we have to work with. We've got Mav and his family. My hubby right here, right there, enjoying this beautiful park. So thanks for being here, guys. Is this the first time you've met? In person, yes. Yes. So this is pretty cool. Fellow Texan.
Whatever they're using to get gas is something. I mean,
I don't have an issue with doing my scan before my shift every day. It's gonna keep the others off.
Did I tell you what happened with Favor, or did you already mention that while I was talking over there? Because now that he does Favor too, they can tell when there's two Favor accounts riding in the same vehicle.
I got the
they gave
email.
us a warning.
Oh, really?
They gave us a warning.
Thank God
Like,
it was just a
you were
warning.
riding in close proximity to you. That's against our policy.
I mean, even though we both didn't have an order this time, I think I was the one that was on a run, and he just had his app on. But they detected that, and so we both got the warning.
I've been
It
signed
was
on
just a
Favor
warning.
and I hadn't yet to get a Favor there. I've had it on and I've tried. Even whenever they were, like 2 weekends in a row, they did the, minimal, you're going to get paid this much. I don't remember what it was. But not-
That's awesome, Corey.
I tried, and I couldn't. I'm not just going to take an order just to fulfill the quota to get whatever, because I've learned through Spark, you only need 6 to get this extra incentive, 5, and then now you're waiting for a decent order, and they just keep trying to send you crap. I'm like, unless it's an order I would normally take, I'm not going to do it, especially not just for the quota. So I don't mess with it.
Especially on the guarantees. I want a bonus. I don't want
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because every time I look at the average for the guarantees, it's like 7 or less. I'm like, really? I mean, if they were to up that, it'd be more worth it to take those type of orders. But that's what I'm saying in the beginning. When I first started Favor, the offers were good. The miles weren't extravagant. But in the past 6 months or so, they've just tanked in reference to the type of offers that come through, if there's any coming through. So that's why every time when I see you on a Favor order, your area is still good then to do Favor.
Yeah, well, it depends on the day. Some days I don't get any offers. And then some days, it's like, if I'm able to get on DoorDash and DoorDash is hopping, I'll do anything. Maybe it's worth it. But if I can't get on DoorDash, Favors, I don't.
And that's what I was saying. When it first started, we were using it. She was using Favor, and I had signed up. She was getting more consistent with Favor. I guess as soon as they figured out that you could make good money doing that,
things will change a little bit now that people are getting their taxes back.
Hopefully, because it has been a little bit of a dry week. No, they've only come in and gone out. At least they are hitting that like button. So I know I've seen the video of you joining him on when he's doing his gig work. Have you ever gone?
At the very beginning, I did go with him a couple times, and then I did it a little bit. But then when we transitioned and moved, and I started this new job,
You don't get to the
sometimes I'll ride with him every now and then if we're just together and he comes in upper room. But it's very, very, very rare. So
yeah, because when we first started, we were actually in separate vehicles. So and we would hit different spots of our town, and sometimes we'd hit that $200 mark. But now we don't do that anymore in our own hometown. We have to go somewhere else to hit the 200. But now we can make 200 and still riding the same car.
yeah,
So it's less gas.
that's
you know.
nice. Yeah.
But then it's that whole juggling of catching the right orders
Yes.
and being able to stack the right ones.
Yes. Yeah. I never stacked though. I don't know how, because there was a couple times I think I went like 3 times by myself, and I was like I don't know. I don't think I have brain power to stack. Like I don't know how you keep up with it. Like I'm way too scattered in the first time.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
And that's why I ride with her now. We're doing streaming and trying to keep track of that and the apps and all that
That's a
stuff.
whole nother thing.
And
yeah.
also, with some of the stuff that's gone on that I've seen with delivery drivers and stuff, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
She does on
You're holding on to the
lesser and
reins too
lesser
tight there.
lesser and lesser occasions now. Well, that's because you don't carry stuff.
I know
You go,
you-
I carry
Yeah.
stuff coming out here over the bridge.
Yeah.
And there's a sign when you first come in right over there that says this parking lot is under surveillance for high frequencies of vandalism and stuff. So, yeah.
I saw that. I debated on even pulling in when I saw that. I thought, well,
It's gonna
I
be
can
in
kind
here,
of
not just
I can
here.
kind of see the trucks.
Yeah.
That's why I just kind of debate on whether I want to unlock the keep doors unlocked or not. I'm like, I'd rather just go. There's nothing in it. I know they see the bags and they're like, oh, there's something. That's why I keep the bags open and stuff. But all that kind of stuff in the trunk, kids, they pop the little things.
Right,
That's why they're so. That's why they're such a big target. Kids.
I just saw the number went up, and then as soon as I turned around, it went back down.
Please don't look.
That's never even, I swear that's never right. Whenever I'm watching your live stream, it always says like, one number and then I look at yours and see the double when I'm looking at it.
Or their report will say 0, but yet there's people chatting.
There's
Yeah.
probably a lag somewhere too. I'm assuming.
Maybe it's on purpose.
Just to mess with the view count, your watch hours.
They change, shut down the live, all the metrics for
Yeah.
third, like they did that on purpose, just to adapt to people out of it. I think that's why
I didn't even realize they changed that. I've been using Restream, so I don't get that anyways.
But so when you look at your metrics for your live streams, are you able to see your total hours?
Yeah, after like, I don't know, 24 hours or whatever, once it's uploaded, I can go into the metrics and click on lifetime of the video, and then it gives me all the hours.
Because see, for whatever reason, it's not doing that. And the only way I can see it is on the laptop, but now it doesn't show me that. Or sometimes, like the live stream that I did last night, it actually did show me the hours that I earned from the live stream. Because sometimes all it does after it supposedly updates, it shows from the point that I made it public, from the time that it was actually uploaded,
life? Do you click on lifetime?
Yeah, I'll actually. Well,
Because when you first go to it, it just shows like.
so I click on watch. I click on watch hours.
Yeah. So let me see here. If I go to Alive, I did. So when you first go to it, it shows you like watch time is 0.6 hours, but I think that's since it was published. So if I go watch time here, and I go over to lifetime, then it gives me. It was just a real short line, so that was a fireworks.
Okay. So I have to check that then because, like I said, how am I supposed? Because sometimes I'll calculate in my head because it's a 5-day delay. So I was like, okay, I earned so many hours because just like battling with losing hours while you're still trying to gain hours, this morning I actually saw an up instead of a down. I was like, finally, I got some positive hours.
That increase is nice when you've been going down.
Yes. And I didn't realize that Fran actually dropped below 3,000. And at one point I was concerned because once you hit that first level of monetization, and then, especially if your channel is, older than a year, that what's going to happen if you're going to lose those benefits and whatnot. But she said she didn't.
Yeah, thank God. They
Yeah.
didn't take that from her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm at like 2,200. I'm just trying to get to that 3,000, but I've been steady. But I haven't been going live.
Yeah. I noticed when you guys are going to do your next one.
Yeah, I don't know. She's kind of been real busy and not available.
Aww.
A little tired.
Aww.
We'll see. I need to get back out and do some gig work so I can go live. I don't like, unless I'm with her, I don't like just going live from the table because I don't really know what to talk about. When I'm in my truck driving and stuff, I can talk about the orders.
Yep. True. And
She's sitting there at the table.
Yeah, I wish I could do that.
well, it's my mind is constantly trying to figure out because even when we're in the car and I go silent because I'm like I don't know what to
Radio
talk
silence.
about.
No radio sound.
Yeah, he was like radio silence. It's right on. I'm just like
You used to be worse at it. You'd have longer gaps at the beginning when you first started. You don't have as long silence gaps now.
now I just learned to ramble whether it makes sense or not.
People enjoy it.
Spiteful.
Oh,
It's kind of like Foursquare, I think. Combined.
Reminds me of Episode, but I'm kicking it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's
Kind of like that.
a good idea.
You have to play with that shirt.
That must be it, yeah.
So I can't play it.
Yeah, at Walmart, there's the section with the not necessarily is the as seen on TV products, but it has those type of products there. There's several. I guess the line for the med games. I don't remember exactly what type of games, but I'm like, really? They're just advertising to the stuff like that. Maybe that's one of the games, and I just don't know.
Yeah, I think that is what it was. At one time, I seen on TV.
So they're like, oh, they're looking. Take turns. Can you guess what movie that was from?
Yeah, I know. I didn't run out.
Grown-ups 2. Grown-ups 2. Yeah.
I can't help it. I
He
can't.
does it all the
That's how
time.
my brain works. I hear something that triggers a song or a movie quote or television quote.
But the thing is that he likes to do that when I'm talking on the live stream. So I'm talking and I hear, what? Or he starts singing and I was like, what?
Can't help it.
You keep throwing me off when you do that.
Except for whenever I'm talking to her and carrying on a full conversation to figure out she hadn't heard What'd you say?
Man, this
What?
what do you guys think about walking over there to see if that is the open part? Because don't you guys see the field over there? I kind of see a field beyond those trees. It's a beautiful day, but then we might lose our spot right here.
Fine.
Whatever you
Let's see here. I got Bruce. Hey Bruce. Hey friend. Bruce is asking if I introduced her. I guess I failed to do that.
Uh-oh.
So everybody knew. Hey everybody. We've got Miss Melissa and they're also live streaming on Melissa's channel. Gig life and more.
Just me watching me and my other channel from home watching
Oh. So
right now.
head over there, give us some lunch time. Subscribe if
That's
you're
okay. That's okay. You gotta get to that 3,000. You gotta get to your 3,000.
not. It'll happen eventually.
I wish, I watch these other channels and I see whatever, especially a live stream, and it just goes viral. Normally, I mean, it's not that there's anything, I want to be positive about it, but I get jelly. I'm like, what can my live streams when you see, and it's only happened, and I say viral because when I see 100 people on my live stream, I'll be like, remember at the beach? Yeah, I would keep pointing to the because we were live streaming at the beach that day when we were at Myrtle Beach last summer, and I got over 100 people at one time watching the live stream. But then I see these live streams and you're talking about thousands of people at one point.
I can't even fathom.
Wow.
I'll be watching hers and I'll try to scroll up on messages and it'll go up to the next channel below her or whatever, and I'm like,
Oops.
whatever the hell they're doing, I'm like,
I've seen some crazy stuff.
what the hell y'all are watching here? They have more viewers.
I know. It is crazy. I'm
I'll
sure
start
if we
live
were
streaming
to
because
if we were to set up a camera, just watch, pointed at them right now, I'm sure that'll get a lot of views. Does anybody recognize the game? Forget that they're shirtless.
Let me point my iPad in front of this.
Oh, I thought you were going to We think that was a joke. That wasn't real.
Is it really? Is it there? Oh wait, now they're
Anybody recognize the game, man?
no, wait. Now they're quitting. Oh no, wait. Hey y'all. I don't know if you guys are just popping over. Hey Roy. Thanks for popping over.
Alright.
Let's see what we got. There's Terry. Hey Terry. Well, you know the hubby. Oops, sorry.
If I can't tip bait, then I'm not living.
But we got Dashing Maverick right here. And then we got his beautiful family right here. So for this meetup, it's just us. We had hoped there'd be more, but that's okay. That's it. It's just us. Terry was like, Maverick and Melissa and who else? Just our families.
And, yeah, and our families. That's good. Bruce says their game is bowling.
There we go. Now they're playing. That is just, and the fact that they find it fun. I don't know, because it's weird.
Something different, like hacky sack,
Well,
disc golf. Everybody thought we were weird back in the day playing disc golf. I mean,
well, that's true.
And now it's popular. We love this golf.
I enjoy this stuff.
I thought about
Horrible
bringing
at it.
disc golf, but
I told you you
my
should've-
discs are at least 20 years old now. They've been
Well,
sitting
minimum
out.
10. Minimum, well, 15 maybe. Because you got them in Montana.
Well, I've never, yeah, I guess.
Been retired 10 years, and it's been a while
11 years
since.
almost. I don't know how long I've been.
Okay, man.
How long have you been in the Austin area?
We're actually just gonna probably hang out in Austin.
I retired in
Well, we're at the meetup and then we'll stay with him.
14.
So 11 years.
Yeah.
I've actually been in Texas longer than living in where I was born.
Yeah.
I can move stuff around.
Because this time around, going on 11 years, and prior to that, before we got together, I was in Killeen, where we like to go work, for 9 years. So
Oh wow.
I've definitely been here more than I was back, because I left when I was 16.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I
Do
was
you
like,
ever go back or?
We've been back, well, since we've been there, we've only been there once, so he got to see it. My 2 girls got to see it, but I was pregnant with our youngest boy at the time. But he's stationed on Okinawa, and he's got to go to Guam twice now. So he's been able to experience it as an adult compared to my girls, because Zoe was only a baby, and Lexi was 7 years old, so. But that was her second visit to Guam.
Yeah.
But still, every time we talk about going back home, it's just like so expensive though. One way for one person is over $2,000.
It used to be steady around $1,500 a ticket. And it shot up. And it just hadn't gone back down. That's why I want to go. I mean, when we managed to make it on walkabout, very hard to get over there.
But they did say, ooh, look at that one. That's one. Ooh, that one was colorful. That was like a lady. It was like a ladybug, but it was. Yeah. But darn ladybug. Oh yeah. From Austin Hawaiian Airlines, they actually for one way, one person's $200 from Austin to Hawaii.
That saves money to spend.
Yeah.
I spent $2,000 to fly to Guam. I wouldn't be able to do anything.
I mean, we'd have a place to stay because my brother still lives there, so at least we'd have that. We'd have a place to stay, so we don't have to worry about that.
So you have 3 kids.
Yes, yeah, all adults. We still have one at home.
Yeah.
We're waiting for her to move back out. She says she's tired of moving.
That's understandable.
I was like, well, since she was born, we've only moved from Alaska to Kansas, Kansas to England, and then England to Montana. To go to England? Yes, it is gorgeous out there.
She's like, my 16th birthday is a year anymore. I'm like, you turn 16 next year, right? It's just like,
Yeah, but still.
we'll see.
And it's really sad to say because one of the times that we tried to go to London when his brother came out for work and he was doing a stopover where we were at. So we met him out in London, but not in London, because we were on the outskirts and we were trying to get to the popular sightseeing areas. But every time we got on a bus, it was on the wrong bus. And one time we stayed on to the point where it drove to the bus depot. We were like, oh, oops. So it was sad. It was sad. But, oh, in case, sorry. Terry did say hi now.
Hey, Terry.
Oh, okay. So yes, but it is gorgeous out there. And our eldest Lexi, if we had stayed out there even a year longer, because out there they graduate at 16. Well, technically graduated at 16. I don't know what we would have done because, because we're like, well, we're militaries. I don't know what they do with the military kids that, even though they're attending the British schools, how that works.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that would have been very interesting to figure out how we're going to do this because she can't graduate because if we go back to the States, or when we go back to the States, going back
That's
to
their primary school. It's like their secondary for like 17 years. It's like a transition into college. But I mean, when we got back to the States, they were way ahead of us.
yeah, she was. Thank thank goodness though, because when she was in elementary, when she was staying with her dad, she did get her back.
Yeah.
So by being in England and yes, so I was like, now you're graduating at the actual year you're supposed to graduate
Yeah.
in the first place.
That's great.
So yeah, but as I keep saying, it is really gorgeous out there. Just when you do go out there, practice driving like on the other side. Get a steering wheel and put it on the passenger side. And just bring it.
That would really
Well, that would be the other way too, because when I first learned how to drive stick, it was stateside and it was very brief. And when we got stationed out there, we had no choice because all our vehicles, with the exception of one, was a stick. So you go from shifting with your right hand to your sitting on the passenger side, and now I have to be shifting with my left hand.
Unless they know better,
The roads, a lot of roads are pretty narrow.
Yeah.
Pretty narrow. So, like it shows on some of the movies where, it's intimidating when you got big trucks coming towards you. That's like pretty much and he hugged the edges. I was like, because every time he drove, he was the one who was like, got the edge of the line, and he's really pretty much just riding that, just to be safe, getting used to staying to the far side as possible. Because it is. You got.
That's okay.
So that's okay.
I don't think I would enjoy driving.
I mean, my son is doing over in Japan. They drive on the opposite side as well. It really wasn't that. We came back
There
to
you
the
go.
States. The only time we had an issue, we went to BWI, rented a car, and when we were going through the parking lot, I wasn't paying attention. And then when we got out on the main road, I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna switch sides real quick. And then keeping my foot off the gas pedal, especially Germany, coming back to the States, Autobahn. My minivan had a governor on it, it was like 118, and I pushed that thing to its limit everywhere.
So
Being in cars that didn't have governors, flying down the road.
In England though, even though they have the Autobahn, what is it called?
Just motorway.
Motorways, but they have the
Speed.
yes, they have those positioned everywhere. So and those things would be flashing. Some people, I guess some people just don't care. But that's one way to keep people in line, and I think they need to be implementing that on one hand, because on the other hand, he was like, no.
I don't like people. I speed. I don't have a problem with people speeding.
Right.
But I don't start in and out of traffic like half of these people think, that's what got put them to it. Jump the median. Just because somebody tried to make a quick, cut across and kill somebody else, don't try to avoid it. Yeah, I grew up about that all the time. They say watch out for motorcycles. They don't drive like idiots. I watch out for motorcycles as best I can.
Right,
Especially
yeah.
being overseas, they can split things.
Because they
Not against the law.
say, yeah, it's not against the law there.
And they fly past between two cars over 100 miles an hour. I'm like, so you flip somebody and
And that's why I'm glad now we have our dash cam. For one, to catch these, crazy stunts that we see. There was speaking of motorcycles, one guy, he said he noticed them sooner and I wasn't quick enough to put my phone up. But he was standing on his seat, dancing, and he was doing all these crazy things, tilting his bike. And I'm just like, it's crazy. On the highway. That's weird. Is that mom or dad?
He's working on the lawn. I can't keep the lawn.
Yeah. Well, since January, yeah.
My uncle, before they started selling the ethanol free at Walmart here, the barbecue place, the gas station. I had that issue with my mom. She said the gas station.
Let's do another look-see around the park. Hi, tree. Yep, that's where we're parked. Both Mav and I are parked in that huge parking lot over there
There's the famous
that we had to pay for.
Was
I
the
almost
parking?
gave up $7. I almost gave up like paying. I could keep them telling me $2
And
Trying to lower you like
oh, look at that. I think Mav tried to get someone to figure out what kind of game is this over here that they're playing. Has anybody... Zoe says she's never had to pay to come over here. Everything is big in Texas, that's right. Half a day. Thanks for popping in. But like I said, I think on the other side of this tree line is where another portion of the park is. And I think it's on that side where it's just more open space compared to where we're at, which has a lot of trees. You know, the parking lots are over here. But I'm glad for the trees. And I said this once and I'll say it again. Party at the Moon Tower. Y'all aren't gonna go to the river? I don't know. I know we looked it up on the map. There's a small one down that way, and we do see a lot of people that are, you know, in swimming trunks and bathing suits, and has the floaters and whatnot heading down that way. So I know there's a small one somewhere down that way. So we might either go down that way or down that way, because I think that's the smaller river on this side, and Barton Creek is over there somewhere. Definitely would have to walk to that one. I don't know either. I don't know which way to tell you. But when we looked at the GPS, it was showing on this side over here, I think, again, where the more open space of the park is at, is over there. That Barton Creek is over there somewhere. And that the smaller one is down that way. But apparently this group over here that's playing this game that we've never seen before, and I guess one of the things is to be topless. It looks like they've got their little drone up there recording them too, hovering above them. That's what I was saying. Anybody bring a volleyball? We can play volleyball. Oh, but it wasn't. We didn't mean to do this, but both Mav and I are wearing jerseys, baseball jerseys. But mine's Betty Boop.
Mine says Betty.
Yours does. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's cool.
I got sponsored.
That's
I
right.
have to do a, no, I did. I buy a jersey place.
Oh,
So I have
really?
to do like a video review or something. I haven't done it yet.
That's awesome. Betty Boop. I'll get sponsored by Betty Boop. Come on. I wear Betty Boop t-shirts all the time. So I'm ready to get sponsored. But as you guys can hear, it's very windy out here, but I'm happy about that. Yep. Trio.
That's gotten popular. Like, I see people walking around with Misfits t-shirts on. I want to ask you.
Name a song of the shirt you're wearing right now. I just thought, man, I was being rude or, a rebel, being a misfit. But Zoe was saying, I think, because see, they've got the inner tubes. They're carrying floaties and inner tubes to go down there. But she was saying there is one section that is free.
Well, there was over here, but they said that's staff parking. I don't know what staff parking.
Yeah, the pool. It said pool staffing. Pool staff only. Hey, Lexi. All right, now I have to grab the phone again. Yes. So we are out, and I say we because we got Dashing Maverick right there. And we are both wearing our jerseys today. We didn't plan that. But we got Dashing Maverick and his beautiful family right here, enjoying the day out here at Zilker Park. It is really nice out here. Lexi, the next time you're thinking about doing any type of party, especially for the kids, it's a huge open park. There's even a river down that way.
So far.
So, but it's really nice out this way.
How old are they?
And so Lexi says,
7.
she calls you Dashing. Hey, Dashing.
Twin.
Hi, Lexi.
Say that one more time.
So the grandson is coming. When's Grayson's birthday?
September.
Oh,
Right? I keep forgetting. I keep saying it's September 19 for Grayson, right?
recent, like a couple weeks ago.
If she's still there. Gonna be 11 in June.
Fun ages.
Oh, I see. So it's September 20th, not the 19th. I was thinking the 19th, but this is so cool watching both streams. It is, isn't it? Y'all are helping both of our channels.
You got the best viewers.
That's right.
Subscribers.
I didn't know because I only just now was looking at it on my phone earlier that when you're looking at your subscribers, you can actually, there's another button that you can click on to where, at least for the subscribers that make it public, that they subscribe to your channel. I don't know if you feel it or not. Okay.
What's the one? The big one.
What was it?
I don't know. Some kind of bug.
Yeah.
I got it.
I want to call them the poppers. But anyways,
Oh yeah, like the click bugs.
yes, yeah. But you can actually see out of all the ones that are publicly subscribed to your channel, if you're subscribed to them. And I was like, I'll subscribe back to. Which is true because if I've got over 900, that means on my subscription side, that would be a whole lot.
Absolutely. Mine's already big enough. Trying to scroll through and find people.
Yeah, especially just to try and show support, you know, especially if they're coming to your, watching your videos or coming to the live streams. It's hard to go back and, you know, go through the entire list. Okay, who didn't I watch today?
So I had planned. I didn't know how many were going to show up. I had planned a competition, and whoever won the competition was going to get a prize. Since it's called Unbox. So I don't know if y'all want to compete against each other just for fun, or regardless, y'all are going to get it.
No, what would be, yeah, what would be the
So
competition?
I was just kind of was thinking, what can you do to make it different? So I got some balls, and I bought 2 extra 8 balls. Toss out the 2 balls, and then the 8 balls, and give everybody a billiard ball. It's kind of like bocce ball. You toss whoever gets closest to the cue wins, but you got you can't compete.
Oh, I've never played that game, but I thought maybe it was just like going to be a large version of playing marbles.
Oh.
That kind of the same thing.
Well,
You get
almost.
knocked
Knock each
out.
other apart.
Yes. So, but not the whole paintball thing, I guess. Yeah, so I've never played that one. I've never played
Well,
that
kind
one.
of, yeah, bocce ball, yeah. It's bocce ball is generally just whoever gets closest to the right ball. I couldn't find a bocce ball set that had enough colors.
Well, that would be cool. That'll be a little bit of entertainment. I'm down if you are, babe.
Okay. I mean, we can all.
Yeah, that's right. Let's all play.
And y'all can still win the prize.
Try not to die. I do play horseshoes.
Well, you haven't really
been a while since
played.
I've played.
Yeah, I was gonna say since Alaska.
No, that's
When's the last time you did horseshoes?
I'm sure we did it.
Oh, when you at your last okay.
Nothing else to do. Yeah, horseshoes, and then we got, well, I mean, freaking stupid game with the board.
Oh,
Same concept, basically.
the one with the little sandbags. Cornhole.
Cornhole, yeah. Cornhole, I mean, it's kind of the same. Trying to get into a specific target, so it's kind of.
And ladder ball. Real big ladder ball.
I don't know what that is.
It's like you have 3 holes, you have to like a string with 2 holes in it,
Oh,
and you throw it over
actually, I
like,
bought the set, but I had no
Melissa's viewers.
idea.
Put a guess
It's
in
fun.
the
It's
chat.
like cornhole because you get certain points for each like
Depending on which run you did.
yeah.
Okay.
And if you
Put a guess in the chat as to what you think the prize is that Melissa and Jesse get to take home with them today.
Oh, okay.
Gotta put a guess in there.
I bought that set as an outdoor set for my grandkids. So I've always seen it, but I never knew how to play it. I was just like, oh, trying to see if we can wrap this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Look at that. That's pretty cool. We're gonna play a game. We're gonna play a game.
What direction do we want to go?
I don't know. Wouldn't it be better for here, let me just turn this around.
Yeah. You're trying to show.
Wouldn't it be better for the dirt area, right?
Dirt? Yeah, we can do the dirt.
So we can do that one right there.
Yeah. So it's,
Gonna play a game. Gonna play a game. It's pretty cool. And you guys have a pool table?
no.
Well,
bought this just for
that's right. There I was about to say. Yeah.
Now that you have the balls, you might as well buy the pool
I've
table.
wanted one for years. We finally
And
have
then
the
you get
space
one,
for
and then it
one.
just takes up space, and then you're like, why did we get
Yeah, we have space
Gift
in our
card?
garage, but we just realized recently our garage floods. So he's like, I don't know where
Aw.
to get one. What if it ruins the...
All right. So let's play a game.
Okay, the way the game.
Terry's guessing keychain, gift card, a microphone. So this doesn't.
That's his hand up here, though.
Well, because his is a tripod, an actual tripod.
No, man, that didn't work.
Put it in the box.
You gotta put it on one of the legs. There you go.
Do you want all these or no?
Huh?
We'll
Oh, these are for
just
us.
grab one, yeah.
Grab
So we've got these billiard balls. The way it's going to work is I'm going to toss them.
Oh, I said we all grab a ball?
Yeah. You want to toss it, just kind of get it around close to the white ball, but don't hit the white ball.
You're gonna do lucky number 13.
Oh man. They all hit the same spot.
What? Oh, come on now. All right, so the goal is to try and hit the white ball, right?
Without hitting the 8 balls, yes.
Yeah, so the goal is to try and hit the white
Is it
without hitting the 8 balls over there. So, yeah. So, you got to try and knock the white ball without hitting the 8 balls.
What color do you have?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Mine is,
Here, I'll give you this one instead of the 3, and then it matches.
this is mine.
There you go.
All right, so Zoe's guessing a plastic dinosaur. A cool rock.
I like it. What was that next last one?
Cool rock. A cool rock.
Not a cool rock.
He says it's not a cool rock or a plastic dinosaur.
We haven't started yet. Go ahead.
Oh.
It's not a dash. Okay, whenever you're ready,
Okay, so where are we supposed to stand?
stand right where you're at is good.
What?
You want to get closer?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. You're the one. I don't know how to play it.
Here, it's your game.
So,
man.
yeah.
I guess since we've got the 8 balls right there. Make it a little more difficult.
There's the spot. First.
Y'all should go first. One of y'all.
But where are we supposed to stand?
Right there, there.
Right in that one.
Oh, that. Oh, okay.
You can play dirty. If someone's in your way, knock them out of the way so you can get closer.
So to hit the white
We'll
ball.
all throw one. We'll all throw. Everybody start with your strike,
Okay.
and then we'll go back around and do the other.
All right.
Just remember your
Hit the white ball. Hit the white ball.
Oh, it's way out.
Way bye.
I don't know where you're
Yeah. I didn't do so good. There's Daddy. He's going. Oh! Oh! You're winner. You're the winner already. Dang. Yeah, he's done.
Oh,
And he's done horseshoe and
Lucky shot.
all right.
That's all that was.
Mav is up.
Lucky shot.
Oh! At least he knocked yours away. All right. Oh, there you coming to join me now.
Yeah.
Shaniqua.
That was.
Oh.
Knocked me straight out the park.
Oh, it hit like a ball.
All right. I think I'm going to go over here so I can get a better. Hold on. Let me go so we can get this angle of everybody. Just don't knock it over now. There we go. Now we can get the shot of everybody throwing their balls. At least I'm a little closer than the first one. you guys see that? Did you guys see that? Looks like somebody walked away with one of the balls. So in case I won that second round, only because everyone else hit the 8 ball. And according to this game, if you hit the 8 ball, you're out. So birthday girl won the final round. You know what? I wonder if you guys. Yes, I did.
When's your birthday? Is it today?
No.
2 days. 2 days. Happy birthday.
No, a few days.
Thursday. So you know what's weird though is there's a dog over there that they have running back and forth to even to that spot.
It could have.
I
Yeah,
wonder.
no, they just got here because I didn't see the dog come over here until.
Oh, I did a couple of times. So I wonder if they brought. They're like, what is this?
Oh, it's just enough space. Grab that 5 of them. Okay, guys. Box contains. Oh man, dude, that's brutal. No. So the question is,
Oh, now we're doing the prize. Hold on. Wrong way. Ugh.
super prize that they won for being so great at whatever you want to call this game, and also attending this awesome Texas meetup. I'm gonna let Melissa open it, and then she can reveal it to her channel first, and then we'll reveal it to you. One of a kind. Oh, I meant to mention this is one of a kind.
So this is the prize. Are you guys ready? Provided by the wonderful. And in case you guys, for those of you guys that were watching, did you guys notice any, whether out of my live stream or out of Mav's, if you guys saw anybody walking away with one of the billiard balls? Because yeah, someone did walk away with it because it's not where it was last seen. So that is just.
One of the
that
numbers
is
came
just-
out and got it.
They're like, they're not paying attention, go get it. So we're hoping maybe somebody caught that on the live stream. But anyways, this wonderful mystery box provided by Mr. Dashing Maverick. We get to find out what it is. The box itself is pretty cool.
It is a new box. Oh, it's looking fun.
All right, drum roll, please. Oh, ready? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Okay, now I can see what it is. 2025. It's a coin, but I don't know what's.
It says Dashing
Oh, it says, look at that. Now I'm catching that.
Yeah, the sun kind of throws it off there.
But look at that. It says Dashing Maverick on there. Look at that. That is so cool.
We have a coin collection too. So.
Now we can add this.
I've got all my military
Oh,
coins.
you have a coin collection. That's so cool.
Look at this. Oh, and here's the other side.
That's neat. Yeah.
Whoa. That is very cool. What does that say now? Austin, Texas meetup. Oh, this is so cool. I already know where this is going. Look at that.
Perfect winner.
Look at that.
Anybody guess coin? Hey, Miko.
So I'm kind of happy that we were the ones who showed up. I got lucky.
That the front of it. That's the picture I had on the little invite thing. With
Oh,
the cowboy hat.
you know what? You know what's crazy is I just now saw your face
Oh, how funny!
because I was looking at this and I'm like, I don't know what that is, right?
That's funny. It can be. The sun really makes it hard to
But now,
see it.
you know those illusions
I thought it
where,
was a pirate at first glance. I like that. It's a Blackbeard.
because I was noticing this and then I noticed that, but I did not.
Kind of looks like a pirate hat.
It does that.
But-
in the wrong kind of light. Yeah.
Now in this
like it.
position, I can actually see the entire outline. So that is really cool, man.
Thank you.
This is really, really cool. If you guys didn't see that, which I did not see it, I'm bad about that. But that is Mav on there.
Glasses on.
That is Mav on there. Look. That is Dashing Maverick on there. That is really awesome, man. So this is to commemorate the meeting of the, at least the one for me, it's the first time. But that was fun. Now we gotta get our own billiard balls, or what is it called? Bocce?
Oh, bocce? Yeah.
Here, let me borrow your camera.
Okay.
Wait, you got your live stream anywhere?
Why? What are you looking at?
I can't reach that. It's way too high.
What is it?
A hole in the tree up there. I want to see if the owls were in there.
Oh, wait.
Someone's in there.
Hold on.
Which one's that?
It extends.
And
Oh, it's like a selfie stick.
yeah.
Nope.
Can anybody see? No.
Something looking back at you? No.
Can anybody see that? Is it showing the hole?
I think you got to look on her other phone.
Yeah, my other phone down there.
Want me to hold it up?
Yeah, there you go. You're taller. There you go.
Don't let it fall, Dad.
Can you see the hole? No, it's not showing.
Aw.
Actually,
That's why
yes.
they picked that spot.
It actually is a selfie stick.
That's so cool. And it has like the feet come out, right?
Yeah.
The tripod.
Yeah, so I can walk around.
So genius. So fun.
But that's the only downside about this kind though, is the winner chicken dinner. That's right. Is the, as you guys know, that I have to put my bag on it.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
That
Like I
was
said, babe,
fun.
we need to get our own.
Our own set? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they sell real bocce ball sets. I just wanted. This is actually cheaper than bocce ball.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, then I would prefer then to do that.
I like a
Uh-oh. A puppy's whining about something.
How far away here?
Yeah, that's probably a little further up that way.
Maybe not. You can't do that far. Close to here. It's 1.3 miles.
We already went to go see
Oh
it.
yeah, it's 1 point. It's a mile or so up the road.
Yes, man, it is.
Y'all ready for this? There's a party over there.
Yeah.
Next game is dance competition.
That's right.
I don't
Show us
dance. This is the only dance I do is like this.
There you go.
Back and forth. That's it.
All right, so what's the newest dance craze? Come on. Young generation? No? You don't know?
I'm sure she knows.
I actually don't know.
Well, there you go.
What?
That's all.
I don't have TikTok. I don't even have friends that have TikTok.
We're trying to figure out the latest dance craze that's going on.
Brick walking
Hold
is
on.
definitely not the latest dance craze. That's been around for ever.
Sorry.
It's because your phone's heavy.
Yeah, you would think. It's just the base that's not as stable. It's
I think if you had it lower, it probably wouldn't be as. I don't know. Maybe.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. What do we have planned? Bahama Bucks. They saw Bahama Bucks in the conference. So probably gonna do
What's
ice-
that?
It's like ice cream.
Ice cream and you can either get one or the other or both.
have you guys
Yeah, actually the Tartan Brothels we drove through today, I've never been to that area. Yeah. Out past Green. Huh?
The downtown area.
No, I don't even know what the highway is. Normally we go through on 35. Yeah.
so did you guys see Cooper's
I
barbecue?
didn't
Tell
know.
them about Cooper.
Oh.
Yeah, he did mention. I saw
Is that
black.
in New Braunfels?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to say it's like right off of 35. I'm not sure. When her sister came down,
have a taste.
Yeah, but I don't know if you guys noticed the guys, they did have their own little mini, what do you call that? Drone.
I saw the drone. I didn't know who was flying.
Because it was hovering above them. That's why I figured it was them.
That's what I don't know how much control they had as far as, you know, how far away from it. You can set it far, you know, if you've got the yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah, there was this one YouTuber, Spark, and he would constantly have his drone hovering over the parking lot and hovering over the group of people. And literally would be just hovering, and the camera would be pointing right at them sitting in their car. Sometimes they notice it, and sometimes they don't. And when they do, they're like, and you can tell they're talking amongst each other. But But yeah, and I used to follow because of that. It's really cool, and he's like, he'll talk about, let's follow them. One of them is leaving, and for a minute, it would be his drone would be following their car to see where it goes. And but yet he's parked somewhere in the Walmart parking lot or behind Walmart. So I'm just like, yeah, he must have one of those drones.
One of the reasons they gave on whatever. I'm gonna say
So yeah, you can tell they just freshly cropped his ears, but they still got bandaged.
She right before we moved, we had to put her down. She was like 13. We got her when she was 10. The people were like, we think she's 10 or 11. And we had her for a few years. We're assuming she was around 13, so she was like, you know, experienced it. But she was so sweet. Yeah.
Hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. It is really awesome out here. I think I'm gonna. I want to try and walk to the other part of the park and see it. Because who knows when's the next time I'll be out this way. Because I know you were right there.
Once I got to that point,
That one was harder than our.
Apparently, I don't know why they're marking them, but it's not a number.
Her problem was she broke her nail. She started bleeding through her nose and stuff like that. But she was still, vibrant. That one was hard. That one was a hard one.
Annie, she was like, she couldn't, all of a sudden one day, she couldn't get up. Like, her back legs just wasn't, she was like peeing on herself. And anyway, and it was just like out of nowhere. And so we were like wrestling, like, how many days we would struggle. And, you know, like, she doesn't look like she's going to start being able to walk all of a sudden. That was it was also hard watching her suffer, too. You're like, oh, I can't really.
Yeah, our male one, Tyson, unfortunately, we waited too long with him. We probably should not have waited as long as we did. But with Layla, she still looked healthy. So we both still feel very guilty. Because right before the second thought she, you know, and I had walked back into the room because they only allow so many people in the room. And I switched out with my eldest daughter. And, you know, she looked over her head and she looked right back at me. And I was like, oh. It's so hard when they look at you.
Yeah, he was in there. I couldn't go in there when they put Andy down from their knees. And they were like, you feed her like cheeseburgers.
They gave her pizza and ice cream.
He said she was eating like she was perfectly fine, so that he felt awful, like, but she still couldn't get up.
They didn't offer anything like that with either of them, but Tyson was much further along. His progressed quickly.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, he didn't want to do the same with Layla. He didn't
Yeah.
want to, you know, she looked out there.
You know, for me, the extra day that we waited was, 6 months or so prior, we had gone through kind of a bout where there was a day or two where he wasn't eating much food. And I was like, keeping an eye on him, but
Yeah.
but you know, and then whenever that one came around, he went over and he was laying by our kitchen table. And
They
he
said
would lay
once
there
they
and
start
like,
secluding themselves.
that's the food dog. So, I think it's been very, very hard and things like that. Taking pictures, carrying out. He was definitely the easier of the two decisions, for sure.
Yeah. Right.
We're just talking about our fur babies. I don't know if you guys can hear us or not. And he wants to get another boxer. I was like, not yet. Not yet.
One of them died mysteriously, and the female disappeared. When we came back to the States from England, we got stationed in Montana. We got our cat, we always had a cat. So, as soon as I saw a boxer for sale, I was on it. He was 3 months old when we got it. And it
He
was
was
still
the last.
female.
He was the last male.
Brenda.
You don't have dogs right now.
Just the cats.
No, I won't.
Just the cats.
We'll probably get another German
Yeah. Our German Shepherd we had, she had like, after she had her puppy, because we waited to get her fixed too, we let her through like having babies and then we got her fixed. Anyways, but then she got some weird, like 7 babies after her litter. We just like, had her and she just like mysteriously died. We don't know what happened. It was out of nowhere. She was that one was like I was sad when we had to put Andy down, but I was super sad when she was
Especially when it's sudden.
yeah. And she was our like inner space kind of like she always wanted to be on touching you.
Layla was like that.
She
I mean, because we didn't let them on the couches. They're bigger dogs.
And I really think
After
that
Tyson had passed, I started letting her get on the couch. But prior to that, she'd get up as close to you as possible, so she'd be sitting on your feet, or she'd be leaned up right against your leg. And it's like, if I can't be up on your lap on the couch, I'm gonna get as close. Yes.
That's my favorite kind of dog.
they just had they put it's been about a year ago. They had to put him down. But I mean, he was already because Layla was 2. That we waited for her heat cycle and all that stuff. And by the time she was 2, but that was like, well, she could handle that big boy, I guess. But she had 8. Yeah, she had 8 puppies.
But she was also your slightly bigger than average female boxer. Because she would even be bigger than some of the male boxers that we come across. They're like, you know, she's a couple years old already, and she'll be overpowering some of the male boxers. I don't know. That's why I was thinking for the reason why, because almost all the puppies, you know, the people that we were still in contact with, because some of them were friends, that got the puppies, there was issues. You know, a couple of them was from cancer, just like Tyson and Layla. up. No, I didn't know that that could happen to the dogs with the aneurysm, but apparently it can. Any picnic or barbecue going on? Well, I'm sure there is. Open, my back was right to the camera. I'm sure there is, but there's a party over there, and then you just got a lot of personal picnics going on. That right there, that's the kind of dog I was wanting.
Golden retriever.
Yes,
I
but
had one growing
but there was another one too, a lab. There you go. When we were first looking to get a boxer, I was looking at a lab. But you know, I'm always seeing how smart they are, and it's just because of how furry. Yes.
Yes. He got a mini.
Not bad, but she also just like carries her and her dog's hair. Also, because they're always together. So like if she gets on
The other guys, how far of a walk it is down to the water.
Hey guys, just a quick question. I see you guys are heading down that way. How far of a walk is it to the water?
It's right down there.
Have fun. Thank you.
I didn't see that. No, I didn't see it until now. But that's pretty cool. But it's still, they're gonna. Oh, that's like a mini cooler. One down. So I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but the group that just walked by, since they were carrying their floaters and whatnot, I wanted to know if they knew how far it's a Springs that's down this way, and it's about a 15-minute walk. It definitely is a gorgeous day for that, for sure. Yeah, see, and just in case, because I didn't know who else was going to be here, so I even had a backup, an extra, selfie, yeah, it's also another selfie, tripod, that turns into a tripod. Yeah, 'cause especially when I was doing my sunset walk, I was doing like this the entire time. You know, once I get to my spot and I'm doing like this the entire time. So now I was like, that's perfect. Selfie stick until I get there and then I plant it. That's great.
You know, we're gonna be working this afternoon.
That's the plan. Well, like I said, I wouldn't mind that way to see that is the open part. But that's the open fields like we saw in the picture. Or going down that way to the water. We didn't drive past it on the way in, so I don't think we're gonna drive past it on the way out because we're going that way.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I guess the exit's down there.
I just noticed now that people have started parking along parallel to the fence. I thought that was traffic, and then I was like, no, thank you.
We got here at a good time.
Yeah, we did.
They just keep coming.
We
The
definitely-
line keeps going.
We definitely came at a good time because if you guys didn't hear what I said, all these cars that you see right here, they're actually parked along the fence line. And, you know, compared to where the actual parking is. No, it wasn't. It got into the 90s in March. Yes, and I think because last year was the 100-degree year, where it was consecutive. There was a lot of, and starting in March. That's why we thought we were going to get a really bad winter, but we didn't. Yeah.
Cheesy weather.
Which I'm fine, because sometimes if you don't get much of a winter, November, December, then I'm afraid of what January is going to bring, because a couple of times it's brought the ice storm,
Yep.
pretty much.
That was,
Yeah. We got lucky because behind our house is the water treatment plant, and they have to keep that running, so we never lost power.
that's awesome. That's so good. We lived in Aransas Pass. And the ice was really about how the power for 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
Like nobody could do like I don't know. It was just fun. We were like ultra Apple having
It's like the good old days when
Right.
technology
we do this all
wasn't
the time.
like,
Yeah.
oops, power outage, no internet. Yeah.
First made a commercial like that
Yeah.
not that long ago. Power came, the power went out and they're sitting
What would you guys do if you
doing
guys didn't
something.
have technology?
Candles going, power came
You know,
back
with
on,
the
and looked at each other,
the
turned
power
it back on,
outages
and
that
they
take
said,
place because of bad weather and whatnot. Would you guys be able to survive without your cell phones, without internet, no TV?
I tell you,
It definitely would be more stuff like this where you've got family. You know, we actually are looking at each other and not all staring at our phones. Because many times when I get together with my family there in Killeen, sometimes I'll actually take a picture, you know, or a little video because everybody's in the living room
look at their phone.
or the iPad or whatever. And I'm like, but yet, you know, I can't say anything because I have my phone up too. I just happened to look up and I was like, oh, everybody's on their phone or some type of tablet. And Terry says I would probably go crazy without my phone. Yes, it's me. And Dashing Maverick right there on the other side. And, well, we still have our generator there, right? Yeah, we have a generator. That was only because of the heat, right?
I've actually got two, well, three.
What did you say?
I was gonna say something about solar panels.
I mean, a little bit maybe.
Yeah, she does mention, my sister does mention, because she got them. And, provided by the awesome Dashing Maverick over there. This was the prize that he made for today's meetup. It is really, I mean, if you look at the box alone, it's a really cool box.
Now we're actually working on.
But look at that.
Sell this house.
Oops! Ah! Blooper reel.
So,
But look at that.
when we did it, we were thinking,
That is actually an silly me when I first saw the coin. I did not see Dashing Maverick's picture in this. But now that, you know, once I noticed it, that's all I see. But that is, it does say Dashing Maverick. And then on the other side, look at that. This is to commemorate the Texas meetup. Hopefully it'll be the first of many, right?
I hope so.
Are you going to the Vegas one? I would have loved to have gone to that one.
I've never been to Vegas, but we just can't afford it.
One time, for her sister's birthday party. She's lucky she got to go without them.
I did good.
Like, we don't have a lot of money. Had no choice.
Well, see, okay
If we
then. See,
went and I was there, I'd have loan sharks after me in like 24 hours.
all I know is what my first impression of Vegas. You know, it was still the pandemic time. It was October, and so we had to deal with the crowd. But still, you know, I had this idea in my head, even though, you know, watching movies and stuff like that. It's like, this does not. Yeah, I was looking for that, and I was just. I mean, there is a road. If you got the main strip, and then there is a road that you can go on. Where I did notice some of the older looking hotels and whatnot that kind of look like what you would see from the movies and the TV shows. So that's probably where they do most of that filming there, but still. And then the MGM Hotel.
That's all I need to know. I don't know the desert. I've seen deserts. I've seen too many deserts.
Colorado. That would be cool if we could do one out there. My sister lives just north of Denver, so we'd have a place to stay. Terry, if you're still there, how about we do a Denver meetup? Thank you, Mary.
My favorite, I think, you're not in the neighborhood. I wanted to see if there was anything out there. They could do that here.
Yeah, it's just
You're not in the neighborhood. You said there's a new one.
Food Week. And it's strictly Austin. I don't know if it's just Austin proper or if it's like Georgetown or outskirts of Austin. But yeah, the only acceptable drivers in this area.
Oh, well, wait a minute. There's another channel. He lives in Austin, and his channel name is Big Life. It's just Big Life.
Okay.
And I think I heard that from him.
Okay. Yeah, I'd sign up. I can't do anything with it because I'm never in Austin.
And I don't like delivery. I don't actually like working in Austin. You're talking about the city. I mean, a lot of people do it, but I
Stay out of here. This is the last time we were even downtown.
that's why I was like, it's been a while. Other than going to and from the airport, you know, and take off of 35. But still, we drive through the city on that one, or at least pass by. And seeing the buildings and the Capitol and whatnot from the highway. But that's about it.
I'm not a traffic fan. I don't know how anybody lives in big cities like this.
Exactly.
I'm just,
Yeah, I'm way over.
I
And I
don't.
mean, that's the biggest difference, you know. We go down to Killeen, and to me, it's less stressful driving. Even in Georgetown used to be small. It's not that small anymore. But I don't know where these clowns get their driver's licenses from, but they need to be
That's
real
everywhere,
close.
my love.
They are.
That's everywhere.
Not everywhere. It's almost as bad as this one. Atlanta's always been the one city that I hated driving. Always. And now Austin's getting pretty close. They're pretty close to everyone. And with the construction everywhere, you can't make it nowhere.
focus on one project and get it done.
Yeah.
This boss says they should move little things. Well,
It'd probably be on the other side of it.
Well, I was wanting, and I don't know if you guys were wanting, maybe it might be on that side, but I am wanting to just walk across the other side.
Excuse me. Can you watch the parking thing? Do we pay
yeah, you have to figure
over
out
there and $7 and it's like
All day. Yeah.
Till midnight.
Okay.
Actually, when the first time I saw it, and it said 12:59, I was like, an hour? It's only gonna give us an hour. He was looking at the ticket. He's like, AM. It's like, oh, okay, never mind. Because I was like, why are they charging us $7 for an hour? I said, we're gonna have to keep coming back. But yeah, it's until it's AM. But I was wanting to. I've been seeing people walk that pathway right there on the other side. I just want to go over there and see if that is the Yeah, I know there's a parking lot over there too. But see, there's more people. There's see if we can also see if there's showing that.
And I can walk and see if it's just right here.
What is that?
Chloe, I guess.
yeah.
If they were like way down.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's showing some buildings. Where are we at compared to that? Oh, that's a little bit of a walk. Oh, that's 57. So that's that parking lot right there. So I don't think they. Yeah, you would think they would have signs to show for that. But you didn't see anything else on there?
Yeah.
We'll go through construction areas. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be like, alright, stop by delivering in housing area. Where the building housing. Like, oh, Porta John.
I always have my spray bottle. Give me your hands.
It's like,
Ah.
But yeah, it doesn't.
So she's got to use the restroom, but probably gonna need to drive her somewhere.
Okay.
on that side. It's probably closer. It'd probably be over there toward the spring. I don't even know.
I know, I'm like,
Yeah, does he try to do
walk
the GPS?
everywhere.
Hi, people.
He did the GPS thing, you know, and the satellite, we're showing the live picture. But, the closest buildings were over there. Which I believe that's where the main big open
The
part
main
of the
part of the
park
park
is.
is.
I had seen some over there, I think, in the corner. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live. Get that figured out, but thank you everybody for hanging out, watching. Make sure to stop by and tell me this stuff. Thank you for watching more. It's been a great fun Texas meetup.
It's definitely the first of many.
Yes, the first of many. So we'll let you know when we're gonna have the next one.
All right, so going to do the same thing. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching what was going on. Like Mav was saying on his live stream, hopefully this is going to be, or I was saying, the first of many for the meetups. So until then, y'all stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I'll catch you guys on the next live stream or video. Bye, everyone. Adios for now. Bye, Mary. Bye, Terry.
Power box, or has that got a nap on it?
Where?
Right there.